Having delighted in creating an XFS file system, why don't we revel in creating an EXT4 file system? And here we are as our standard user Tux. Now I know we spent a lot of time looking at LSBlock, but bear with me as we look at it just one more time. If we go through and just drill down to our SCSI devices, so where we have the major number of 8, and then looking for the option -F, which will display file system information. So we can extend a little bit on what we've seen before, and we can now see that we're using EXT4 as our file system for our root. This is the default file system in Ubuntu. You saw that we had to additionally install XFS to work with that. But we're going to be concentrating now on our EXT4 file system. So let's move back to our root shell, and once here we can use Ctrl and L to clear our screen, and then we are ready to create our file system on our second partition. And we're going to begin in pretty much the same way. We've got muckfs, but if I do muckfs dot, I don't need to worry about the T. We can use tab completion from here, and we can see then that we've got EXT2, 3, and what we want of EXT4, the most recent iteration. We can then move through to our second partition, partition 2, and as quickly as that, we've been able to create our file system. To look at the metadata for that, we can use dump E2FS. So this is going to give us similar information to XFS info, but we can see it's very verbose. If we wanted to set our label, again, we could set it with the muckfs command, but if we haven't and we want to set it later, we can use tune to FS, and again, it's the option -L, and let's just label this one as sales. So there we go. We have created now 2 file systems, XFS and EXT4.